What do you do when an entitled woman lets her dog poop in your yard every single morning? Then laughs in your face when you ask her to clean it up? Well, I accepted her challenge, and let's just say, her dog wasn't the only one who ended up a soggy mess. If you've ever wished karma would catch up to rude neighbors, hit that like button. Subscribe if you love true stories of sweet revenge, because this one, it's going to make you laugh, cringe, and cheer all at once. Alright, let's rewind. I live in a big city filled with good dog owners. The kind who carry poop bags in every jacket pocket, who bend down in the rain to clean up after their pets, who know that owning a dog means respecting your neighbors too. But then, there are people like her. I call her Pooper Lady. Every morning like clockwork she'd strut past my house with her little fluff ball of a dog. And every morning, right in front of my wife's car, her dog would squat. A steaming pile right there on my property. And every morning, she would just walk away. At first, I tried everything polite. I put up signs. Please pick up after your dog. Ignored? I posted on our neighborhood app, silence. My neighbor even confronted her directly one day, saying, "Ma'am, you need to pick that up. It's rude." And her response? She smirked, shrugged, and said the 5 words that lit a fire in me. "What are you gonna do about it?" Then she walked off. That was the moment. That was when the disrespect stopped being about dog poop and became personal. Now, you need to know something about me. I'm not just some cranky homeowner. I love dogs. In fact, my late pup was a 250-pound gentle giant. This dog was basically a walking bear rug with a wagging tail. He was friendly to everyone, kids, cats, even other dogs. He was my best friend. When he passed away, it broke me, but in his honor, I created a doggy treat library in our front yard. Free treats, free poop bags, even a little drop-off bucket for used ones, my way of giving back to the dog community. So trust me when I say there was zero excuse for this woman's behavior. She had access to free bags right in front of my house. She had neighbors telling her to stop. And yet, she chose arrogance, so I decided to get creative. Thanks to my security cameras, I knew her routine. Every morning, between 8:02 and 8:03 a.m., on the dot. Business casual, nice shoes, earbuds in, always glued to her phone. She was predictable. And predictability makes revenge easy. I installed Wi-Fi-controlled sprinklers, not your average garden sprinklers. No, these were high-volume, high-pressure water sprayers. I set them to overlap right at her favorite poop spot. And then, I waited. Day 1, I'm at work, watching my security camera. Right on schedule, here comes Pooper Lady, phone in hand, dog sniffing around my yard. The dog squats, she stares at her phone. And then whoosh! 15 gallons per minute of ice-cold water blast across the lawn. Her dog yelps, she screams, and before she can react, the second sprinkler hits from the other side. She's soaked from waist to shoes in seconds. The dog looks like a drowned rat, and the best part? As she turns to storm away, she slips in her own dog's fresh poop. Business outfit ruined, shoes muddy and stinking, dignity gone. I laughed so hard at my desk that my boss had to check if I was okay. Day 2. You'd think she'd learn. Right, wrong. The very next morning, she comes back. This time, even more dressed up, heels, a full suit, the whole 9 yards. She looks cautious, watching the sprinklers. But the dog squats anyway. I press the button. Her scream is so loud my cheap camera mic actually picks it up through triple pane windows. Water drenches them both again. She grabs her dog mid-poop, and let's just say, gravity wasn't on her side. Dog turds flew like mortar shells would, even landing squarely on her blouse. Her phone hit the ground, a heel snapped, it was chaos. Day 3, by now, I'm invested. She shows up again, tugging her dog along, but this time, the dog has learned. The second he nears my yard, he digs in his paws. He's not going back into the splash zone. She yanks at the leash, frustrated. The dog refuses. Finally, she gives in. And right then, I trigger the sprinklers anyway. Water arcs just far enough to spook the dog into bolting down the street leash slipping from her hand. She chases after him in heels, hair flying, dripping wet, while I sit at work wiping tears of laughter from my eyes. And then, silence. No pooper lady the next day, or the day after. By Monday, I see her dog again, but this time with a professional dog walker, a young woman with a bright smile. She even stops at my treat library, bags the poop, ties it off neatly, and waves at my camera. That was the moment I knew I'd won. 3 months later, pooper lady was gone entirely. Either she moved or just chose a new route. Honestly, didn't matter. The lawn was safe. The dog was happier. And my sprinklers. Well, let's just say they earned a permanent place in my heart. The image of her soaked, covered in mud and poop, screaming in rage as her dog betrayed her was everything I needed. She wanted to know what I was gonna do about it. Well, I did something she never forget. You know, revenge doesn't always have to be cruel. Sometimes it just has to be clever. Respect goes both ways. Pick up after your dog, or the world might just have a sprinkler system waiting for you. So, what do you think? Was the sprinkler punishment too harsh, or exactly what she deserved? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I'd love to hear your best neighbor karma stories. If you enjoyed this tale of justice, smash that like button, subscribe, and join me for the next revenge story that'll have you saying, karma always wins.